Happy Thursday, everyone. It's Chris coming to you here in Colorado Springs from our Springs Law Group office. Wanted to talk to you today about what we as a law firm do that's a little different than other firms. And, it's one of those things where yesterday Jake, Gretchen, and I, as a leadership team, we went up to Denver for the day and had our quarterly retreat with Melissa Shanahan and her company Velocity Works. So Melissa and Kristen. And for us, every quarter, what we do is we take a day away from the firm completely, and we go out of, generally it's up in Denver, and then we'll go up and start reviewing our prior 90 days, so the quarter before, and seeing what we did that worked, what we did that didn't work, and we have some really honest conversations about those things. It's a spot where, Melissa can facilitate that, and we can all talk about what's working and what's not working, how we need to shift or change things. We'll look at things from our core values to see if those are still working. We'll look at our numbers and our data and see if we need to adjust our numbers that we're shooting for. And then additionally, check out as well, like if we're running into any issues internally within the leadership team or with staff and things like that as well, too, in ways that we can kind of solve the problem without it becoming an issue. Then what we do after that is we set goals for the upcoming quarter. So for us now, we just set goals for quarter 2 of 2021. And it's just super important to have goals in place to know what you're shooting for. And Melissa uses a lot of the kind of pieces from Traction, where we set quarterly rocks and goals to kind of set up what we want to do in that quarter. So a rock is going to be something that one person's in charge of for that quarter, and we can delegate out and get help from other people, but that person's in charge of that thing, that rock, for the entire quarter. Highly recommend Traction by Gino Wickman. If you're out there and have never read it, it is well worth it. And for us, having Melissa there to help us kind of define those rocks and ask questions. One of the big questions she had yesterday as well, all of these sound great, but within that 90-day term, what are you going to then do when a hiccup comes or a problem comes and kind of derails you off of it? Or if you start thinking that rock that you created or that goal that you created is no longer valid or worth it, what are you going to do then? And so we kind of brainstormed then too about things, if they come up, what would they be? And it wasn't solely just internally, it was also as a company. And also we got to talk then too is, if I have an issue, if Gretchen has an issue, if Jake has an issue or what have you, how we can help each other stay on track and stay focused. So I think that's one of the things that we probably do that's a little different than most. It's easy to get in the day in and day out of the, kind of what you do as a law firm. But for us, we also want to work on the business as well. And stepping away and having those quarterly retreats are well worth it for us. We look at that as one of the biggest things that we've done to date that actually helps us, has helped us grow and be able to hire staff and, figure out fun ways to treat them well, but also to keep us all kind of in check going, and we're not perfect in any way. We don't just, hit all of our goals every single time and life's just on coast. But it's one of those things where working on the business is just as important to us as working in the business as attorneys as well. And it helps us provide better customer service in the long run to our clients too. So for us, it's the quarterly retreats. Highly recommend Traction by Gino Wickman. If you haven't read it, he's got a ton of books out there. Traction is a great one. There's also another one too called Get a Grip, which I think works in tandem with Traction. So highly recommend both of those. I've got them both on audio and print, and well worth it. So that's how we're a little different than what some other firms, I believe. And so hope y'all are having a good day, and we will talk to you all later. Bye now.